Hello guys, welcome back to Rosner Worldwide. My name is M. Villanueva, here to bring you the latest news and rumors surrounding AC Milan. And let's start off today with some big news, not just for AC Milan, but for the entirety of Serie A, which is a new set of rules which will force clubs to have 4 of their 25 player squads to be homegrown players from an Italian academy between the age of 16 to 25. And another 4 has to come from the academy of the team, so we will need to have 4 Milan academy players in our starting squad. So for example, Calabria, Donnarumma, Mastor, you can argue, and another player. Maybe Maldini's son could come through. Maybe he could become something good. But this would of course change a lot of things, both in Serie A and for Italian national football. Of course, it will mean that a lot more players from Italy will get the chance to play for it at national level, because the roster would just be so much more, as young Italian players will get more chance than they get now. Because as you see in the Serie A, they use more experienced players, usually because of the tactics or the tactical game of this league. So they usually use experienced players that can adapt to those tactics and are more experienced than the younger ones. But obviously, when this would happen, it would open up room for a lot of young players, which will obviously change the league a lot from a league which is considered like an old league for players that can come and kind of, I don't know, retire if they want to, and to a league which will produce young Italian players but won't sell them immediately to, let's say, Barcelona or some good team like that. If they have a really good player, like Donnarumma was linked to a lot of teams because he's really good and young. And this will also make the Italian national team have a bigger roster to choose from. So I think this kind of is good news. It will make it much more exciting in Serie A when it comes to young players and Italian players. Of course, most of the Italian players are in the Serie A. There are some exceptions like Immobile and Sirigu, which are probably the best ones, but it will make it fun to see how it works. Teams will battle out for Italian talents and good Italian players, which will be kind of fun to see when it comes to Milan, as they want to build their team again to a great team. And if they're just gonna try to buy a lot of foreign players, it won't be as easy because of the new rules. They would need to minimize the new players from foreign countries and try to give the youth more chance, something we haven't seen too much in the last couple of years. And last news of the day comes surrounding Carlos Bacca, which has been linked to West Ham, as AC Milan are missing European football this season. Carlos Bacca could be ready to leave AC Milan, at least according to Gazzetta dello Sport, and he will be hoping to join a Europa League team or a Champions League team. And West Ham have apparently bid 30 million, no, 20 million, I mean. Obviously, Carlos Bacca come for 30 million from Sevilla to Milan and have a stellar season, but struggling to kind of make Milan come to the top. Of course, it's not his fault. It has been a struggling Milan side he has been playing for, and he had scored 20 goals in 42 appearances across all competitions. I don't know if he will leave, because as we all know, Bacca is a deeply religious Christian. He's a Catholic, and he, of course, he's Christian, and means he's in Italy, close to the Pope, which was one of the big reasons probably that he came to Milan, because Milan is in Italy, and you know the Pope in Italy and everything. He's a deeply religious Catholic, and I don't see him going to a team in England, for example, because where is his connection with the Pope then? He has met the Pope, of course, before the match against Juventus in the Coppa Italia finale. And I don't know if he will leave. I don't hope he leaves. I want him to stay and kind of build a partnership with Niang or Ibrahimovic if he comes, and kind of help us build this team. And it would be fun to see him stay, and maybe the new players come in. Maybe Saponara coming back, of course, the Italian player, with the new set of rule, he will fit perfectly. Vasquez also will fit perfectly to the new rules. Kovacic won't really, but he looks to be the player most likely to join Milan of the three, which would be exciting with Bacca, them, and Moussa Maori and the other youngsters we have. So this was all for today. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave your comments down below. What do you think of these rumors and news? How do you think this area will change? How do you think Milan will change their tactic? And I see you later.